Today I'll be playing GeoGuessr completely blindfolded. I'll be joined by an incredible GeoGuessr YouTuber by the name of Luca, who will be helping me out in this challenge. Essentially, one of us will not be able to see the round and must ask the other person questions who can see the round. The person that is blindfolded must figure out where they are and make a guess as close as they can to the correct answer. So let's begin. All right, and here we are ready to go. I am joined here with Luca. Luca, how you doing? We have to be a team here today. How do you think we're ready to go? I think we can do this.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And yes, I absolutely do believe we can do this. And I'm very looking forward to prove it.
Absolutely. Well, for the first round, I will not be able to see the round, but I will be having to make the guess. Luca will be able to see the round, so he'll have to guide me to the correct answer. And so we will start off with round number one. Ready to get into it?
Right, let's go.
What kind of question do I even ask first? I guess I'll ask about the road. How does the road look? There's already lines on it.
This road is, well, I will say it's a very nice looking road. No signs of damage, no oil spills, no nothing. There are road lines, relatively long dashes in the middle,
Okay.
and completely solid outers, and all white lines.
They're all white, you say?
Yeah.
If it was yellow in the middle, I would lean towards Norway here. Oh, wait. So, is the sun visible?
The sun is very visible, yes.
Okay.
It's a very clear day.
That's good. Would you say it's in the north or the south?
I would say it's facing the south.
Okay, so that would lead me to believe we're in the northern hemisphere.
I'm going to try zooming in for a little bit, but no.
No signs.
There's some in the distance, but they're too far away to make out what they are.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I see a few. They look like they got a red border. They're circular with a red border, with a fairly thick red border.
Oh.
But quite weirdly, though, they're on both sides of the road in the same direction, so I don't know what that is about.
Well, do you see any poles? Poles could be a good clue.
Well, you can clearly tell this is a hand-picked round because there are absolutely no poles at all.
Oh no. Okay.
Unless I'm very bad at looking, no, I can't see any.
Okay, no poles. That sucks. Is there any car? But if you look down, is there any car visible? Anything like that?
No, this is a no car round, believe it or not.
No car. Okay. What generation are we in?
We are in Gen 4.
Gen 4. Is there any elevation? Any mountains?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty high elevation. I mean, the round itself is quite flat, but we're surrounded by very high elevation.
Okay. So like in a valley, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. These are very tall mountains.
Very tall mountains. That does narrow it down.
Very tall.
Ooh, do you see any like license plates?
The license plate is too far away, unfortunately. But besides me, there are a few motorbike things. I don't even know what they are. But there's no license plate on them.
I guess I'm thinking like Central Europe right now. I'm thinking. Let me just narrow that. Is it low cam at all?
I think it's not low cam, but I think some people may mistake it for low cam. It is the impression I'm getting.
Whoa.
But it's definitely not low cam.
Or maybe more so in like France or Italy, maybe. Potentially Austria. You know, there is some like, I don't know, some baity low cam stuff in northern Italy. So maybe I'll guess that.
That's a good point.
I would love to have known if there was a license plate, because if it was an Italian license plate, that would be really big, because that's a very unique one. But yeah, too far away. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go with northern Italy here. We're gonna have to hope that's a good guess. Tough round, I would say. Tough round. With no poles, especially no poles. That's tough. But I will lock in my guess here. Ah, not bad. Not bad. It was Austria.
I was worried you were going to ask what bollard there was. Like, if you just asked me, are there any bollards? I would have basically given it away.
Ah, I forgot to ask about the bollards. Yeah, that would have been
like
if I would have asked.
Like, we
that.
are surrounded by them.
My region guess was not bad. I did guess close to Austria in Italy, so I got 4.576 points. That's not bad for round one. That's a good start, at least. So you know, getting the right continent, which I was afraid we might not be able to. But I'll start off by narrowing down the hemisphere again. Do you see the sun?
I do see the sun, but it's a bit ambiguous. It's mostly facing towards the south. On a regular round, I wouldn't 100% trust that, but I think it's pretty safe to say we're in the southern hemisphere.
Southern hemisphere, you say?
Yeah.
I guess I should ask about the driving direction then. Are we driving on the left here, or can you not tell?
There's luckily one truck in the distance, and we're driving on the left.
Ooh, okay, driving on the left. That's good, because that does narrow down quite a bit. Do we have any road lines here, and if so, what color?
Just like the last one, all white road lines. But this one is interesting. We have got some rumble strips on the outside lines.
Rumble strips. You said all whites. Okay.
Also, the middle line kind of switches between double, then it moves on to single.
Double white in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Australia right now is looking like a good option. Do we see a lot of grass or a lot of like sand, dirt?
There's some fairly long grass.
Okay.
I'll describe it as golden brownish.
Okay. And
there is some pretty dark soil as well.
Dark soil. Do you mean like more red or more brown?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix between orange and brown.
Okay. All right. Well, with all this information, then you said there's a mix of orange and brown. I think I'm gonna have to go up the Northern Territory here, and I think it's a good hedge. But then again, even if it is far away, I'm still gonna lose a lot of points hard time. I think I have to lock this one in. Let's see if we're correct. Oh, Perth. Damn, that sucks. 897 points there. Tough round. Well, at least we got the country that time.
I mean, I think that long grass. I was actually thinking Queensland at the beginning with that long grass, but I think the dirt color didn't really make too much sense for that.
Yeah, we did not get very many points there. We're gonna have to pick it up a little bit in round 3. Start off with the classic road line question. It's just a classic at this point.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. We have a dashed white middle road line. We have a white right road line and a yellow left road line.
Okay, are we on like a one-way like highway?
I only see cars going in one direction, but I think this is a, front and back road.
Okay.
We are driving on the right. There's a car right in front. Well, there's a car in front of me, but it's quite far away. I could just see that it's white, and that's about it.
Okay.
And behind me, there's actually a bus. There's a red bus, but no indications of anything on it, unfortunately.
Thinking like this could be like the US or Canada at first, but that would be strange with the road markings if it's going like both ways. Do you see any other roads like nearby?
No, we seem to be again in a location with not too much going on.
Not too much.
And this is the only road I see.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the sun. Is it a sunny day today?
It isn't, but I can make out the sun, and it's facing the south.
Okay, should be in the north then. Are we looking at another Generation 4 car here?
This is Generation 4, but we got a grey car. I think that's a grey car.
A grey car?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused on that one.
What's like the... Is it a normal Generation 4 bluer?
No, I think it's just a regular. No, it's definitely just a regular car.
What type of like vegetation are we looking at? Is it dry? Is it like lush? Is it cold?
I think the best way to describe it would be a desert, but not a sand desert, just a middle of nowhere, small shrubs of grass here and there.
Okay.
And small patches of rock. I don't see a single tree in this location, and it's quite hard to see what's on the mountains, but they look fairly rocky.
I'm gonna toss up here between Europe and the US because I think this could be Greece or Turkey type of thing. Maybe even like Bulgaria, or it could be like Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Utah type of thing as well. Also, I guess it could even be like Mexico. Oh man, I have quite the talk. I gotta think of a question that can like narrow this down. I'm thinking US or Mexico here because of how dry you were saying it is. But you said it's not sandy?
No, I didn't necessarily say that. That there might be some sand, but I think the main thing is that it looks quite rocky.
Okay. Okay. Do we have any bollards? Guess I should ask that.
Well, I was hoping you would ask this one.
Oh?
I see a circular one with a yellow band as a reflector, and I think I can say this because I can see it. It looks like it's painted black at the bottom, which might be a slight clue.
That is a very good clue. I do believe then this would be Mexico then. Do I just go Mexico City? I feel like I go a bit further north than that. I think I'm gonna commit downtown Saltillo. Let's see. Oh, it's a great guess. It's a great guess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 4484. Let's go. Massive. That bollard really helped. So we're like 2 for 3 in good guesses, I guess. This game.
Yeah, and the first guess was very close as well.
True.
I mean, without the bollard, it'd be almost impossible to tell.
Maybe we're not gonna be able to get over 20,000 because of that Australia round. But let's get as close as possible. All right, round 4. Oh, what is that reaction?
This is quite the place.
Quite the place. All right. Are we in like an urban area this time?
I wouldn't call it urban, but I do see, quote unquote, I see some buildings in the distance.
Okay. Do you see any road lines?
Yep. Again, all white road lines. We got short-ish dashes in the middle, and that is about it. Okay. Yeah, I'd say these actually. I'd call these short dashes.
Short dashes. Okay. Drive on the right or left here?
That is a very good question. I see a car, and it's driving on the left side.
Ooh. Okay. Can you make out like what kind of car this is?
This one just seems well. Like I think the best way to describe it is that it looks old, fairly grey, and I can't make out a plate on it because again, it's quite far away. The sun, I think it's either the beginning or the end of the day, but the sun is facing toward. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. But I think the sun is facing towards the south mostly.
I like Malaysia right now. I have no idea why. Do we see like a car? Any car meta?
The car meta is there's no car, no antenna, no nothing.
Okay, and which iteration is this?
It's Gen 4. I have a feeling they were going to be Gen 4.
Okay. Do we see any bollards?
We do not. We got some train track poles, but I don't know how relevant those are.
Train track poles. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's a train track.
Do you see any like palm trees or anything like that? Do you see any like tropical plants?
Oh no, I don't think there's anything tropical here.
Oh, is it cold?
I would say it looks fairly cold.
Fairly cold.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I can definitely say it's not tropical.
Okay.
But I would say this is a colder place. I think I can make out the plate, and I think it's on the longer end.
Okay. Well, if we're driving on the left with a longer plate, I'd have to assume we're going to be in the Ireland or the UK now.
Yeah, we see quite a few mountains, quite isolated mountains. Not too much going on them. Just a thin layer of vegetation would be the best way to describe it. And there's one over here in the background with exposed rock. I am surrounded, I'm right next to a huge lake.
Huge lake. Is it like a skinny long lake?
It's a long lake, but not skinny.
Do you think it could be connected to the ocean or sea, or is it landlocked?
It's quite hard to tell because the road is blocking it, but it may be connected to a river, but I'm not completely sure.
I do like the west coast of Scotland then, because a lot of lakes are like that. Well, I'm gonna lock it in. Hopefully it's correct. Russia.
This is such a troll.
That is
like
insane.
I knew this wasn't gonna go well. It's such a troll. As soon as he asked what side the car's driving on, I knew it wasn't gonna go well.
Why is this car on the left side of the road?
Yeah,
oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, that's just a massive troll bait right there.
By the way I was describing it, definitely did seem like Scotland. At least that's definitely what I would have done. But just that calm messed everything up.
Really feeling like it. I didn't even consider Russia. Didn't even consider Russia. Like, and we're on to the last round. Hope maybe we can get over 15K here. So we're at 11,083. So we just need 4,000 here.
I think I know where this one is.
Oh, do you see any road lines? That's just the best. That's just the best question to ask.
Yeah, I agree. But unfortunately, no, there aren't any road lines.
Are we on like a small road here?
If you can call it a road. Yeah, I'd say it's a fairly small road.
Okay.
I think maybe 2 cars could squeeze by, maybe.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's overall a pretty small road.
Is it like a mountain road? Like, are we in the mountains here?
No, what I will say, we are in the middle of the sea.
The middle of the sea?
Well, maybe not the middle of it, but we are in a huge body of water, which I assume is the sea.
Okay.
Either that or an extremely large lake.
So this is like a bridge. So do you see any land?
It's very low, of a very low elevation. And that's about it. You can't really see too much about it. We appear to be on some land. Again, quite hard to tell because stuff is in the way. But there are a lot of motorbikes, well, at least several motorbikes behind me.
Oh, are they wearing helmets?
That's a very good question. I know why you're asking that, but I don't think so. No, I don't see any helmets.
Now, are you driving on the right or left?
This motorbike is driving on the left side.
But are they like avoiding something in the road, or are they actually driving on the left?
No, they seem to be purposefully doing it.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. Do you have any poles?
It will make sense when you see the round, but it's quite hard to tell what the material is. But I think it's metal, and it's sectioned.
Sectioned how?
Sectioned, there's a horizontal bar every bit in the pole.
Okay, how many horizontal bars are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
What kind of car generation are we in here?
Right, finally you asked that. This is bad cam.
Oh, bad cam. Okay. Well, that is
Yeah, which explains why I'm
interesting.
not sure on anything.
Yeah, fair enough. So could this be India? How long is this bridge, would you say?
It's not too big of a bridge. You'd probably walk across it in, I don't know, 2 minutes or something. Wait, no, what am I talking about? No, it would take way more than 2 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes.
Well, I'm in a 50-50 right now between like Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, which are on two opposite sides of the country. All right, I'll make my guess. I'll go down here on the Pambin Bridge and hope that we're close, I guess. Middle of India. That's crazy. Okay, we did get the right country, but
Wow.
oh, that is
This whole time I thought it
crazy.
was the bridge.
Well, we got the right country at least. And we got a score of 13,049 points.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. We had a couple good guesses. Even the countries that we did get correct, it unfortunately, we just were too far away. And I guess round 4 was really the only bad quote unquote guess that we had, you know?
And that was extreme bait as well.
Yeah, that was extreme baits. All right, so that was round 1. Now we have round 2 where we are basically going to just switch sides. I will now be able to see the round and Luca will not be able to, and he will have to make the final guess. However, we have a new twist in the challenge as there is a 2-minute timer per round. So Luca, you're going to have to be very, very quick with these questions. How do you feel we're going to do?
I think it's going to be quite fun. Be prepared for some very fast speaking, I think.
Yeah, we're going to have to be quick. If you just look around and we got to hope that we can get the right country. We have some experience now. We have some experience. We know like what are maybe some useful questions, what are not some useful questions, you know. So hopefully we can do this. Are you ready for round 1?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, it's 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, first thing first. Do we have any road lines?
We do. We have one road line in the middle. It is single and it is yellow.
Single and yellow. Okay, thinking something like Indonesia, Thailand, maybe Canada or something. Is it more of a tropical or a colder climate?
I would say more cold, for sure.
Okay, cold with single yellow so far, thinking Canada. Is the sun more towards the north or the south?
I would say it's kind of in the west, but it's definitely more in the southwest.
Is a solid line, the one in the middle, is it dashed?
It is solid.
Okay, solid. I assume it's Gen 4.
We're actually in Gen 3 here.
Oh, Gen 3. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Are there any license plates about?
I do not see any other vehicles, no. Oh, there's one, but I can only see the side of it.
So I assume it's a fairly rural location.
It is. We do see some buildings, but it's, yeah, it seems more of a farming area.
Farming area. Okay, single line. Okay, what else do we have? Are there any bollards?
Bollards, no. Don't see any.
And are there any mountains? I can't remember if I asked that.
There's no mountains, but we do have some like hills. They're not mountains though.
Right, okay then. And is a right-hand drive, if you're able to tell, by the Google car or something?
By the Google car, I'm unable to tell, unfortunately.
Well, from all the clues I've heard, Canada's my best guess.
All right.
Okay, nice.
Where'd you guess?
I'll happily take that. I guess in Ontario.
Kind of a tough round to get. These big countries are tough to reach and guess, especially, you know.
Well, yeah, definitely. I think they're hard enough normally.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start differently. Are there any bollards anywhere?
No. No.
Okay, fair enough. Do we see the Google car?
We do, yes.
Okay, is it Gen 3 or 4 or 2?
It is Gen 4.
And are you able to see the color, or is it no car?
Yes, it is blue. It's visible in the front.
I assume it's yellow road lines then.
We do have yellow road lines on the right side of the road here.
Oh, okay. Is it fairly dry looking?
Yeah, I would say it's dry. As far as like the grass is brown, but there are some lush plants about.
Okay, and do we see any other cars?
We do. There's quite a few cars.
Okay, I assume it's right-hand drive.
We're driving on the left here.
Oh, what direction is the sun going? Well, what direction is the sun?
The sun is in the south here.
Are we driving on the left?
Yeah.
Okay then. So are you able to see any of the plates?
Yes, they seem a bit shorter. I don't see any particular colors on them. Just white.
Okay, so you don't see any blue strip or anything?
No.
Is it low cam?
It's not low cam.
Oh, for God's sake. I got no clue where this one is. It just has. I have to go with the UK. No.
Thailand.
Luckily, I am recording, so you can see where my marker was, and my marker was in Indonesia until I changed last second. This whole time, like for a minute and a half, I thought it was Mexico just because of everything else.
Yeah.
But the yellow on one side threw me off because of the Mexico round of earlier. Why did I not just stay there? Well, it was pretty terrible, but I'm sure the next one will go better.
For sure. Okay.
Okay. What camera generation is this?
It looks like 3. But it is
Looks like 3.
We do have a lot of car meta visible here. You can ask about that if you want.
Yeah, I'll gladly know it.
Okay, so there seems to be like some bars on the right and left with like a thick black thing in the middle. And then there's like a backpack on the back here.
Oh. Do you see a green or orange band on the car by chance?
There is like an orange band like on the left. Or I think this is the left side, kind of like in the middle of the 2 bars. And then there's something green very far in the back, like on the backpack.
So you're saying that the green thing is on the backpack?
Yeah, it's like on the side. It's kind of almost hidden.
Okay. Do we see any snow, or is it like completely desert?
No, we don't see any snow, but I would not say we're in a desert here. We're like driving along a river. We're actually like in the river almost, like an off-road, not even really on a road. So, and there's mountains around it.
Yeah, now how tall are those mountains?
They're fairly big, especially to the south. They're pretty massive. They're very rocky, and there's some trees on them.
Okay, do you see a spare wheel on the back?
A spare wheel on the back, I don't see one right now. No.
Right.
Wait a second. Yes, I do
And
see one. I do see one. Yeah.
and the ground isn't like flat or anything. Like it's fairly hilly, I assume.
Yeah, we're in like a valley in between mountains. It's very hilly around us.
Okay. Well, I think it's pretty obviously. Oh, it's over there. No. Well, I mean, it's pretty obviously Mongolia, just because of the
Yeah.
description of the car. And I was asking all these questions, green, orange band, as if I remember any of that from my.
I thought you were cooking there.
practice.
I thought you knew.
Okay, I gotta ask something different this time. Do we see any water nearby?
We do. We see some water to the south.
Okay, is it a lake, river, or sea?
Can't really tell. I can see land across, so it might be a lake. It might not be.
Okay, and do we see any road lines?
We do. So it's kind of strange. We have a double white road line in the middle, and then it transitions into like a squiggly white line with like red in the mid. It's very hard to describe, but it's kind of strange looking. I don't think I've seen it before.
Oh, are we in a city?
We are like in like a neighborhood area. Like a small town maybe.
Okay, are you able to see the sun direction?
It is in the north.
Okay. Are we driving on the right?
We are.
Okay, and are there any cars about?
There are, yes.
Okay, are you able to see the plate? That would be extremely useful at the moment.
They appear to be shorter and white.
Short and white. Okay. Do you see any poles?
Yeah, I do see some poles.
Yeah, are they just like regular wooden ones without anything too detailed about them?
I would say there is a detail. So there's like an indentation in it, and there's like one little little thing near the bottom within the indentation.
Okay then. Well, my best. Okay, can you see the front of the Google car?
I see the back, and it is white.
Back and it's white. Okay, well, my only guess here is somewhere in the middle of Europe. This is difficult. Like when you compare the fact that we did like 10 minutes earlier to now only moving to 2, that is such a big difference. I mean,
It
on
is.
Chiloé. Wow.
It's very difficult. I think maybe if you asked about the car generation there, you could have gotten it because the Gen 3 with the white in the back really narrows it down a bit. But yeah, these squiggly lines in the middle, I don't know I never saw that before.
Yeah, I think we just spent so much time on that. That just completely confused me. I thought it was at the beginning. I thought it was like Singapore or something because I know they got weird road lines.
Yeah, true.
Or some other city country. I was, yeah, and now I understand what you mean now with the pole and the indentation and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
I was trying hard not to say like Chilean pole or like
I'm gonna try hard the last round.
yeah, last round here. Hopefully we can get a good score here.
Okay, I'm gonna be safe. Do we see any road lines?
We do not.
We do not. Okay, is it a small road?
It is.
Okay, and do we see the sun?
We do. It's in the south.
Okay, it's in the south. Okay, is it low? Camera generation?
It is 4. But there's a weird. You can see the front. There's like a pickup truck.
Oh, is it a white pickup truck?
No, it is silver.
Silver, and we're in the northern hemisphere.
We should be, but I cannot say for sure.
Yeah, so no road light. I assume you don't see any cars.
We do. We see some cars. There's a car like directly behind me. Is it Toyota?
Is it driving on the right?
Hard to say because it's like a dirt road, but I think so. But
Okay,
you
do
really
you see a plate on it?
yes, no, it's blurred out. I can't really see it.
Okay, and I assume there's no writing or anything.
There's some Latin letters.
Okay, do you see any C's? Do you see a lot of C's?
C's. I see 1 C.
Okay, and then does it have the thing on the bottom, whatever it's called? I can't remember what it's called.
There's no accents or anything.
Well, my best guess here is Turkey. I can't think of anything else with Gen 4 silver pickup truck. Are we in a desert or desert-y kind of thing?
We are in a desert. There are camels all around.
Camels. It's Oman, isn't it? Oh, what? Oh. Oh, I see. That is quite unfortunate there. Because I was thinking, I knew Turkey recently got pickup truck.
True.
I'm not too familiar with it, so I thought maybe this could be grey. This could be silver. I'm glad that round one went pretty well.
Yeah.
and it kind of just fell apart after that. Well, I mean, I guess I got Mongolia, but I mean, that one I don't think could have been any easier.
No, those are some tough rounds there. Yeah, 2 minutes. That was tough. 2 minutes for a round is very tough for this. So thank you to Luca for joining me in this video. I did a video over on his channel where we ranked all of the GeoGuessr game modes on a tier list. You're not going to want to miss that one. Make sure to go check it out. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.